Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do a trolls theme. So I'm going to use the sugar bubbles plate I showed you guys in the last video. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it peeled off. I know some people enjoy this, so. Okay, so I'm going to be using this troll here. So I'll have to just pick it up multiple times because it's the only troll on this plate and I don't have any others. But what I think I'm going to do first is to get my background set up. So I've applied Color Vibe in Blue Skies. Originally, I was kind of thinking about doing kind of like a high dye top background with some purple and blue, but then I was like, got real deep in my thoughts and I got to thinking, let's just do a whole background for them, kind of like an outside background. So I'm going to be doing a lot of different things, but I needed the blue base to kind of set it up. So first I'm going to go to Manuology Plate M131. I want to get these trees here, and I'm going to be adding my own greenery to it. I'm going to pick up in Manuology's Cocoa, that's B351, and I'm going by my memory on that number because this one's just my sample one still. I keep saying I've used the end of it, and I still keep trying to get out more. But so I'm going by my memory of that number. I'll put it in the description box either way. And I'm not worried about the bottom part, so I'm going to take that off. Maybe I'll leave that. Maybe I will. Listen, y'all, I can't ever make up my mind. I'm doing this all the time. Okay. So I kind of have like a background in mind for each one. Okay, so for the leaves, I'm going to go to Candy Moyo 961. I just got my old brush out here, so I'll just do my tapping. So I know realistically a lot of people won't want to do all the steps I'm going to do to this. You could, of course, just do a background color and then just stamp down your trolls if you wanted. Um, but I just enjoy doing this and I make it into a whole thing. Um, and for me personally, YouTube is kind of like my TV. Um, So I always like to have something to watch. So even if you guys don't want to like do all the things, at least you got something to watch, right? Okay. So the thing with this is you want to do enough, but not too much. Still want a little bit of spacing just to kind of have that sky look. Okay. So let me just stop there for a second. Okay. So for the bottom portion, I'm going to kind of make a ground. So I think I might do a mixture of Candy Moyo 941 and Maybelline Tropic Talks. Okay. And this green is a little bit lighter than the green I used for the trees. There's something on that brush. I was trying to get that off. Okay, so again, I'm going to tap. Just coming up with it so that it doesn't, just to kind of get it to blend with like what I'm going to call the foresty look. I'm going to go ahead with some of the brown as well. Don't want a lot of the brown, but just a little. Trying to tap off some of the extra. Let's see, some right here needs to be covered a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna leave it just like that for now. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna go to Color Vibe Whiteout, go back to my brush. I've cleaned it off, and we're gonna make some clouds, same exact way. Now, some of the clouds I'm thinking are gonna end up being covered, but I'm not certain yet. And I think I need to add these first because the other image, I would rather cover basically the clouds than the clouds to cover it. So really no rhyme or reason, I'm just plopping some down. And I'm going to also, I got a few different things I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to kind of process as I'm going what my next step I'm trying to do. I have, like I said, a background for each one. So I want to make sure that I'm going to just, I guess, stick with one at a time. So now what I'm going to do is go to Manuology Plate M373 and I'm going to get these flowers here. I don't, at this moment, I don't want this bottom part or the little cloud part because I made my own clouds. I don't want to use these clouds. Okay, so I'm going to pick them up and I'll have to let them dry a minute before I start reverse stamping. So I'm going to go to Manuology Acorn B498. Actually, let me take off just this little piece here. I'm okay actually with what I'm seeing. It's like some little rocks, so let's leave those. Still miss that little piece. Let's set that aside. And I'm just going to tell you right now, you're going to see polish all over me. I do apologize. It just gets everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go to Maniology Plate M352, and I'm going to get the bridge. At this time, I don't want the lower part. I'm also going to go ahead and reverse stamp it as well, just because it has some open area. So I'm still going to pick up in Acorn, um, mostly just the bridge itself. May not have scraped that good. If I'm questioning it, I better just try. We'll see how it does. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna do that one more time. Okay. I think get a better pickup if I just scrape it regular. I can always take off what I don't want. Actually, I did want that piece. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Same thing, but I'm gonna turn my stamper. I feel like it missed part of it. Okay, much better. I feel like it wasn't picking up the entire bridge. Maybe it just looked that way, but just take off this bottom section here. Everything else I'm gonna leave. So can't have our troll background without a troll bridge. Okay, so this one is also gonna get some clouds. You can make parts of it more opaque and parts of it not as opaque to kind of give it more of a cloud look. Okay. And I have one or two more. I may do the same thing too. I'm not quite sure yet, so I'm gonna wait. But I'm gonna go back to Tropic Talks. And this one at the bottom is gonna get some grass. So I'm just using my other brush. Let me see how well if it does what I want. You could stamp grass on, color it with the main brush from the bottle um, across if you wanted to, but kind of trying to give it more of a grassy look if I can. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that for a second and kind of think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start reverse stamping the flowers. I'm gonna use for the middle of each one Pure Eye Showstopper. Now you could do, a dark tone to make it look like sunflowers or white, but I'm gonna go with yellow because I think I want to do some pink and purple for the petals. Again, I braced my pinky just to try to help me be more stable. So I'm gonna do this to all of them and be right back. Okay, for the leaves, I'm gonna do Tropic Talks. So I'm kind of doing a mixture between that darker green and that and this color. Kind of feel like for this specific image, I'm going to do the darker green at the bottom. So this will take a minute, so I'll do all the leaves and be right back. Okay, so for the flowers, I'm going to do some of them with Color Vibe Lilac Love. I missed a few of the little petals here, so I'm going to kind of try to make them. Okay, I had to get a little more polish to finish that one. Now I'm going to go to Candy Moyo 955 for the rest of them. So I'll do all the rest and be right back. Okay, now I have Maybelline in Serene Steel for the little rocks on here. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the dark green. I've given this probably, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute to dry. I'm just going to take the brush itself and go swap over it. There's some green up here as well, little grass spots. So I'm just tapping to get a little bit more color tone on part of it. Okay, we're gonna look at it. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside to dry. Okay, so we're gonna go to the bridge. I'm gonna make it a wooden bridge. So I'm gonna go to Candy Moyo 952. Now it looks like it's supposed to have like some greenery like towards the back of it. First I'm gonna do the bridge and then I'm gonna kind of think how what I want to do. So I'm gonna do this on the entire bridge and be right back. I'll show you real quick. So I've done all the pieces that are this direction. So now I'm gonna turn it just to make it easier to get these smaller sections right here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll look at it. I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna color in any green or not. So I'm gonna set this one aside for a minute. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead to apply this image. And what I'm kind of thinking is to just kind of start at where I want it from the top part and come down with it. And then any touch-ups, say if I need to add more grass or if I need to add more um, clouds, I can do that. Okay, they go in there. Okay, so apparently part of it wasn't completely ready to be placed. So now I'm having to sit here a second and slowly go about it. So this piece we didn't even need. I'm gonna give it a minute to dry before I peel it because I can tell it's still pinch tacky. And if I pull it, it's gonna pull off part of the image I don't want to be pulled off. So we're gonna hold on a second with that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this plate and I wanna get just this area right here. I'm gonna pick up a Miniology's Evergreen B315 and I plan to go ahead and add it to the nail. Just gonna get this little bottom piece off that I don't need. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end up doing this twice to get it to fit across. So I'll do one more time and be back and show you. Okay. Okay, so at this point, I need to pause and come to the plate to pick up the troll to see kind of how everything's going to be placed. So let's just go back to Acorn and hope that this picks up. Let me just kind of fill it Can't really feel the etching, so come on, troll. Okay, he picked up. Yay! Yay! That's so exciting. He's not perfect, but he did pick up. So I'm going to pick up again. So I'll do this one with you as well, just to see if it does any better. Let me tap. Actually, I may just scrape down this time. Not even worry about it. I'll just clean up what I don't want. Oh, it is better, except it's totally smeared. I didn't scrape well enough, so hold on. So I'm kind of comparing the two, and this one's face looks a little smeared, so I may end up just going ahead and redoing it. Okay, that one did much better. I got a new piece of cotton out to re-clean, and he turned out much better. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna end up picking up some more trolls, but I'm gonna come back to them because I'm gonna free up some of my stampers here. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the bridge. So adding that background gave it the greenery that you could see through the bridge um, with the pickup, except it was colored in more solid. So now we got the green there. Also, I had this extra piece. I'm gonna add it to this nail. Just an extra piece of green. Okay, just so you know, on this one, I'm gonna add some grass. Okay, I'm also adding some clouds. Also on the flower one, it needs, I'm gonna add some more. And I think to the top of this one, I'm also going to. Okay, and with this one, I'm gonna do something down here, but I'm gonna come back to it because I can be letting the trolls dry while I do that. So I was looking up our 80s trolls, and I was trying to figure which color tone I have to go best with it. I think this one's gonna be pretty good. So that's what I'm gonna do. And that is new color 997. So let me start one with you, friends, and then I'll do the rest off camera because it's all going to be repeated. So here's the fun part, right? Do you remember the ones with the, oh shoot, I didn't pay enough attention. I'm going over right there. That had the little jewel on their tummy. I don't know whatever happened to the ones I had. And it's like they must be like standing on a little platform looking thing, is what it looks like to me. So I'm going to do all the rest of them like this and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got all those done. So let's do some fun hair colors. So let's start with Color Vibe Filling It. Got a hot pink. So I can tell this color's a little bit gel, or what's the word? Jelly consistency. Some are and some are not. So I'm gonna have to make sure I apply enough so that it'll be more opaque. So I'm kind of thinking I might do the that little bottom piece in green to make it look like a grass, kind of basically. But I'm still thinking they got these little pieces that are standing up, so I guess I need to do something right there. All right, let's look at this one. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Love it. Who's excited now? Okay, let's do Color Vibe and Squeeze Me. Okay, y'all, I'm turning into a big kid now. Just give me my moment. It'll be okay. Trying to remember which ones I even had. Like, I think I had a yellow-haired one, and that's the only one that I can remember. I know I had a couple more, because I know I had one that was a jewel one. Do you remember the ones you had? Look at this one. Oh my gosh. I'll figure out those bottom pieces here in a minute. Okay, so then we'll do a yellow hair. So I'll go back to Pure Ice and Showstopper. I was looking for my other yellow. I guess I took it out of my little bin I have here. I keep a little bin with me here so I can just grab some colors. Just to wait for the last one, y'all. I'm so excited. Who would have thought I'd be sitting here in my 40s, super excited about some trolls? I'm so excited they picked up, y'all. Oh my goodness. Because sometimes you don't know. Again, this is my first time to use a sugar bubbles plate. Okay. Oh my gosh. So fun. Okay. The last one, oh my gosh, I'm excited. I want to do this one, rainbow hair. So I'm going to take all the three colors we've already used. I've still got yellow, so let's do that first. That top piece is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'll figure it out. Not know if I'm just kind of okay. I've got some of that pink. I need to get some more. Mm, maybe trying to decide still about that top piece. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit all the colors. May just do that piece in the yellow, but we'll see. So I'm trying to remember, was there like a Trolls cartoon or movie like from like the 80s, 90s? I know there was from when my daughter was little, but did we have one as well, or did we just have the dolls? Okay. Okay, so let me just go ahead with the yellow on this tip piece. Okay, let's look at it. Oh my gosh, that's fun. Probably I should have done the pink in the middle. I was thinking the yellow needed to be, but the pink probably needed to be. But that's okay. Still cute and fun. Okay, then I gotta decide these bottom things. Okay, so I am going ahead and doing those in green. Just that little spot there. But I'm gonna leave that little tiny space so you can tell their legs apart. Okay, so I'm gonna let them dry while I do whatever I'm gonna do to this bottom. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go back to my um, brush here and just do a ground like I did the first one. I'm just gonna start. I'm thinking I might leave like a small section right here to make it look like it's going over some water. Because that might make more sense for a bridge. Okay, let me get just a little bit of this brown as well. Okay, too much. So you just do it until you get it to your liking. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one like that for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my favorite color vibe lunar to put where the water's at, just to give it some sheen so it'll look more like water. Part of it will probably be covered up from the troll, but it's okay. I'd rather go ahead and do it now than to not and be like, oh, I should have. Let's see, it'll just give it a slight sheen. Okay, I had to add just a little bit more. Now it's showing up better. Okay, well, that one dry. Okay, so before I start applying the trolls, let me just show you how the backgrounds are. So we're gonna have like the foresty background, the little bit of grass, and the long one right there. This one, I wanted to only have the grass um, for a reason. Now, this one, I thought about adding a troll. Originally, I was going to place a troll in front of the flowers, but um, I didn't have it dry enough, so I didn't get the flowers placed up as high as I wanted them. So I kind of figure I'll just forget it and leave this one empty. Well, not empty, but without a troll. Um, it'd be cute with or without, but I feel like the troll is going to cover more of the flowers than what I intended. And then, of course, we've got our little troll bridge. So I'm going to get the sticky base on and get ready to apply. Okay, so I've got them all in the order. I want to apply them based on their hair color because, like this one, the foresty one, I feel like the yellow will show up best with it. Oh my goodness. So you can still see some of the tree, but it did cover some, but that's okay. I just wanted to have a trolley background. So exciting. Okay, this one is gonna get hot pink hair. Okay. This I think I might have had a hot pink one. This is kind of ringing a bell. Okay. This one I left blank so we could add the rainbow color one. That way, because it's got a lot going on with this hair, it just gives it a fun, its own little thing. Okay, and then the bridge one, it's gonna get the orange hair one. Make sure. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm just like so excited right now. This is so fun. Okay, so I ended up swapping these two because it looked like it was like three trolls and no troll, so I just thought it looked better with this one in the middle. I could like if I imagine like moving this troll over, it could get on there, but I think I'm just gonna leave it. I think I'm happy with it like this. Now I thought about writing out the word trolls, but I don't think I need to do that either. So I got the sky background, but then they all have their own little thing. So we got the one that has the water with the bridge and the greenery in the background, his cool orange hair, got the cool rainbow hair, has its own little area, little grassy area, and the clouds. This one's just our little flower background. Got our cool pink-haired one, got her little piece of tall grass there. And then we got our forest troll, cool hair, or cool yellow hair. Um, so they each got their own little thing. Again, you could just, you wouldn't have to go to all of this because it does take time. I get that. But it's so fun. Oh my gosh, I want them on my own nails right now. Sorry, y'all. I'm just in a moment. I didn't ever think I'd be able to do like old school things. So fun. It brings out a whole nother side of your, creative child self, I guess it's the best way to say it. Man, you could do all kinds of fun hair colors. So I'll definitely leave a picture in the community post as always. Thank you so very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I will list the Maniology products I used in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day. Bye.